Hello, I'm Colin.
And I'm Charlie.
And I'm Morris.
And I'm Zack.
We have the entire crew here today because we are going to be ranking all of our episodes that we've done so far.
That's right, that we are now just over a year into the C&C Talks podcast. It's been a great ride. We're well over 40 total episodes now, and many more to come. So let's get started, Morris.
Yes.
So our tiers today are S being the best, F being the worst. So it's S, A, B, C, and F.
No D tier, and only get an S tier if everyone else agrees that it is an A tier, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let's start with our first episode, shall we?
So that is
Season
Hello
1.
World, Season 1, Episode 1, Hello World, Let's Catch Up, I believe.
This one,
Yes, it is.
F.
It
Immediate
was
F.
bad.
I will think of it fondly because it kickstarted what we
Yeah.
have now, but it is bad. It is,
I say C.
So I say C just
I
because
sound like a
Yeah.
6-year-old,
it's
so I'm going to give it
iconic.
an F.
Just because it's iconic.
You do sound like a 6-year-old.
All right, episode 2.
Episode 2, there's so much
It was
going
about
on.
the same as...
This one was important because we started using clips from Twitter.
It
I
is.
believe we used that in the first
We
episode as
didn't.
well.
I checked. I don't think we did.
I believe we
I can-
did. However,
I can check it
we
later.
did have a special guest
We did
on.
have
the
a guest
This
on.
is the episode where we had just learned about Roe v. Wade. Getting the leak
We had
from
Sylvie
the Supreme
on.
Court.
So
Yes.
that was the first guest we had.
So B?
First guest. I think it was probably.
I
think it's still
it's
C.
C.
It's still
I think
C.
Apologies to Sylvie. You were not the
You were not
bad
the reason.
part of
It is
this
very
episode.
much us.
Actually, you're the reason that's C.
Yeah, you're the
Probably,
reason
to be
it's that
honest.
good.
Alright, Season 1, Episode 3,
It'll be
winning
really-
or losing?
It'll be really interesting to see the
Yeah.
progression.
Yeah, this episode, we also had guests on. This was to talk about the NBA. That was a
F.
catastrophe, which makes it an automatic F.
Yeah. Yeah.
Season 1, Episode 4, raging elections.
Okay,
the
so the-
name-
F strictly on the name.
Strictly on the name, but
Sorry, guys.
I mean,
It's
and
fine.
we didn't even there was a lot of election talk, primary elections. Not a great episode. It's just F on the name because
Yeah.
it wasn't a bad episode, but it wasn't redeeming enough to move it up.
I don't think it was any better than the last 3
No,
that we
and
ranked,
the name is
so-
horrible. So
Yeah.
Wait,
Correct.
So it's an
so
F.
through 4 episodes,
Alright.
we're going backwards.
Correct. Do we have the special
We
episodes?
do have special episodes. They are
do.
together. I just grouped them all together. So it's Season 1 specials. So we
Okay,
gotta do it
so-
overall.
All right, so
I think they've been
so we
good.
had two
We had
specials
We had
last
the year in
year.
review, and we had the Uvalde.
No, it was not the year in review. It was the preview of the midterm elections.
It's
You're
midterms.
right.
The year in review was a
Was an episode.
It was an episode in itself.
Yeah.
Okay, I think our specials were actually.
I think
I
our
think they
specials
were
were
good.
actually
A.
pretty. Good.
Maybe B.
Maybe.
B.
A.
Yeah,
Really?
vote.
I mean,
Who's
was
your
that the
favorite
one
A?
where we had...
I think just
We had
Colin.
Scott on.
Yeah,
the,
right.
We had Scott.
On the Uvalde episode.
And that was good. That was a
I think
good
A
episode.
overall.
I think A.
I think A is good.
I'm gonna give it a B, so it doesn't go in S.
So it doesn't go in S. Fair enough. It shouldn't go in S.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, someone has to petition quotes
for it to be an A.
for
it to be an S.
For it to be S.
All right, next
We
episode.
can also all agree as A without going to S. All right, the next one is
Everything is so
So
complicated.
everything's so complicated.
This is episode 5 of.
I don't like the title. It was my bad.
Oh, it's
All
awful.
right,
I
so
remember-
we talked about
I remember
more
absolutely nothing
primary
about that.
elections,
Yeah, I don't either.
specifically Senate and gubernatorial ones.
I
Started talking
remember
about the NBA finals.
It was a pretty average
It was a
episode.
pretty
I want
average
to put this one in
episode.
F because I'm pretty sure that's the one where it sounded like we were in a cave.
You may be
Oh,
right.
yeah, actually.
Here,
That
play
was,
clip from it.
that
Play
was
a
the,
clip from it.
that was the cave
Okay.
audio one.
I think
so
it
I'm gonna give
was.
it an F.
All
Okay.
right, fair enough.
So season 1, episode 6.
Peter Navarro got arrested for what? Bad title.
Bad title.
Really bad title.
We got a new title guy,
we-
please.
No.
No, we can't.
No, we can't.
I'm doing it.
Talked more
It's-
about mass
it's gotten on
shootings as they of course continued. NBA
C.
finals.
I think it's
C
bordering
is-
between C and F.
I think I'll give it C.
Give it C.
Yeah.
C.
Because of content. All right, episode 7 for season 1. That'd be Saudi
Saudi
Arabia
Arabia.
is making a golf tournament.
That was actually a decent
That was a good
episode.
one.
Decent
I give it a
episode.
B.
I'll give it a B.
Talking about the January 6th
That one's pretty
investigation.
basic. I'll give it a B.
Would be a B.
Season 1, episode 8, A Solemn Day for Democracy.
Yeah,
a
this was-
solid title.
I think
this
I
was-
named that
This was
one,
actually a
actually.
very busy episode because we had
Yeah,
just
I
been
did.
off for a couple weeks and it
I'm
was
pretty
busy.
Sure, I'm
the
pretty sure
NBA.
that's our only episode that's been longer than an hour.
It was
Possible.
not longer
No.
than an hour.
Was it not?
It was not.
Have
it,
we ever
it
had
was.
one? I think
I
yes,
don't
we have.
think
We
so.
have.
I think it was
Charlie,
45
Just let me
minutes.
give you a rundown of what we had to discuss. We discussed the overturning of Roe v. Wade. like it being official with a guest. We had Sylvie on
Again.
again.
Wait,
Yes.
yeah.
The January 6th hearings. The NBA Finals, the Stanley Cup Finals, because those had both ended in that time period. The Deshaun Watson suspension, the NBA Draft, the brawl in the Mariners-Angels game, Sue Bird and Rob Gronkowski's retirements.
We have time to list everything.
And a lot more. I think it's a solid A.
A or B?
I think it's
I'm
an
gonna
A.
go B. I'll
B.
go B. I think giving it an A
What's
is
your
a bit of
verdict?
a reach. We fit a lot of stuff in, but I think this is still early days.
I think we
it's
should
tough.
save A for really, really good ones.
All right, sure.
And then S is like
Sure, we'll call it. We'll call it.
I
we'll
think
call
our
it a B.
average or slightly
No,
better
C
than that is
average
B.
episodes. C
Yeah.
is average episodes. F is horrible episodes.
No,
Yeah.
C is
is
like
okay.
average of what we used to do.
Average minus.
Sure.
Yeah.
B is
Season
average
9,
plus.
Season 1, Episode 9.
Secret
What
on-
really happened on
Oh,
January
yeah.
6th?
F.
Well, okay, it's a bad
F
title.
on title alone.
It was it was actually not a bad episode on its own. I think I'm gonna give it a C. I think it should be a C.
If we
Yeah.
get around to it, by the way, we will be changing the title of that episode.
We will not be.
Yes, we
No,
will.
we won't.
We won't.
We tweeted it out.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that.
It's a bit late to change
on Twitter.
anything. Secret.
Although
Unserved-
according to Samsung, that
I
doesn't matter.
also
Yes.
the next one I also named, but I'm not
Season
happy about
1,
that
Episode
one.
10, Secret on Service. Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
It
think
was a
it's
bad name. Well,
it
it's
sounded
not
good
an
to me
awful
at the
name.
time, but it's in hindsight.
Just sounds like
It's
a bad
it's
not
okay.
great.
It's not great.
It was that episode was also that episode also had a lot of really interesting stuff. I kind of in C tier as well on that though. So yeah, episode 11 was
I'm just gonna clip that. I just want to make sure the mic was all the way up.
Okay.
All right. Season 11. Not season 11. Season 1, episode 11. Do you want to be buried at a golf course? Decent title, I'd say.
decent.
C.
It's-
It was F, and I'll tell you why. That was the week where Zack subbed
Oh,
for Charlie.
yeah.
Oh,
no
yeah.
offense, Zach.
No,
that is F
was the week
tier.
that I wasn't there
Yeah.
because I was in
Yep.
Scotland and I
Okay,
didn't have Wi-Fi.
okay, but I
We
like
said on
I-
there that you may have died.
like I've said before, we did that all in one take, which
That-
before that point had not
That
happened
was
before.
correct. That was the very
which
first
was
time.
mostly my fault.
Now it is. Now
Yes.
about 50% of the time, I'd say we do it all in one take.
We do mostly.
All in one take, and then because I don't have to split it together, I do go in and I slightly check for like giant pauses.
yeah.
Giant pauses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, season 1, episode 12. Title's terrible. Announcement.
Oh,
Megaphone
God.
emoji.
Oh,
F.
that might be the worst title.
It might be the worst title.
But the announcement was because we announced our new website.
I know,
we
but
did announce
the emoji and the
on
oh
the
god.
website. It was not a good episode. It was not a bad episode. I think C.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, that was a very big
Wait, are
week.
you sure that was the website? I think that was when we announced After Hours.
No, that is not.
It was
announced
August
after.
15th. That we released it.
I
think
double
that
checked it
we
earlier
announced
because
the-
on the stream I double checked it.
What was the episode we released After Hours? What was the episode that we announced After Hours then?
I don't know,
I'm
but
not
I
It
double
was much later, I think.
when
Or-
you
or
were
was
on
it
the stream. I
earlier?
double checked
Huh.
for announcement. Anyway, season 1, episode 13, the cursed episode because no 13. I'm just kidding.
Which episode is
Tell it to the
Disasters,
house.
Correct.
Tell it to the house.
No, that's
No.
season 2.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
season
two.
1
I
is
found 14.
Disasters, I believe.
Disasters. It's right
Yeah,
there.
disasters.
Okay, disaster.
Which is actually a decent name. I
It's a
would say.
decent name.
There
was
was
on that one?
was
That was-
also
I-
a lot
looking
that
back
we
to the
discussed. We were
disasters all
talking
around.
about the primary
no,
results
disasters.
in Wyoming, which voted Liz Cheney out. More primary contests. Trump's legal issues.
Wasn't the disaster related to something sports,
WNBA. The disaster
There were
didn't have more
many.
to do with sports. It was Marcelo Zuna getting the DUI incident.
But wasn't there more
it was,
than
there
one?
there was the Dodgers reporter
yeah.
absolutely destroying his body.
So this episode was
the
just-
Seattle Seahawks, which we thought was a disaster.
Oh, the Wilson trade. No, that was.
No, we were talking about the starting quarterback battle.
Oh yeah, Smith and Locke.
In hindsight, it wasn't much of a battle.
No.
Thank goodness they went with Smith.
I will say we do have to continue going because of time.
Yes.
But so season 1, episode 14, good news at last.
It's not a bad title.
Okay
And
title.
if I remember, I'm pretty sure it was a decent.
I don't think that there was anything special about it.
Was this
Give it a
was
B.
this one of the last of the
B?
summer ones?
Yeah.
This was August 31st, so
This
yes.
this was the last summer one. The summer ones, Zack. That was when Zack started editing, pretty much, because I was out of town and not very editable.
Yeah, mostly.
I did do the.
Did you just say that
uploading.
you were not very editable, Morris?
Yes, we couldn't configure him very well, so unfortunately he
I'm
was
a
not-
robot,
he
you
was
know.
not able. Anyway,
Mark Zuckerberg's not a
however,
robot.
I don't
am
think
though.
the summer was our worst episodes. I think our worst episodes were like from September to October when
They
I
were-
think we posted 3 episodes
they
in
were-
the span of 2 months.
It was not great.
No.
Well,
it
the
wasn't.
summer bloopers were just terrible.
There was a lot of them too.
There was a lot of
There
them.
were.
And there were a lot of bloopers.
they weren't funny.
because they weren't funny.
Yeah.
They weren't funny and they were mostly me.
Anyway, so season 1, episode 14. Wait, what?
Yeah,
No, we already
it's
ranked
good
that
news
one.
at last. We
Yeah, but
ranked
it's not- I don't
as,
see it.
as it's in B tier.
Oh, it's in B tier. That's right.
I think
You guys
that
think
that's
B tier?
probably
Yeah, I think
fair.
B tier.
Yeah.
Alright.
Episode
15.
Episode 15.
The fight for America's soul.
That may be one of our best titles.
That may be one of the better
I
titles.
think that
A,
I
we're
also named that
was
one.
we were
yeah.
talking about that speech of Biden's that he gave at
A.
Yeah, I think it's
I think it's A.
I don't think it's
close
S.
to S.
It's,
No,
it's
no.
it's pretty good.
It's A.
It's a pretty good episode
It's A.
overall.
All right, season 1, episode 16. This week in sports.
That was
This is a bad title.
This sounds like it's the one that's all sports, and it's not.
We also talked about Queen Elizabeth's death.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was okay.
Which is
C.
weird that we didn't name it
Yeah,
anything.
it was
yeah.
probably C.
Give it a C tier. Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
lot of very
Mid
very
episodes.
mid.
I think
episodes.
hopefully it'll reflect in our later rankings. I think we do get better.
A Party
but I
of
think
Crimes.
that this is C.
I'm giving that B.
Party
of
of
Crimes.
Episode 17, season
Okay,
1.
but is that just on name alone that you're giving that?
Well, I also yes, but I
we
don't
were talking
remember
about
everything.
Governor DeSantis's flying
Yeah,
migrants.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I'll give that
Martha's
B.
Vineyard. I think it's B.
It's
Mike
close.
Lindell getting his phone seized.
Yeah, I would say that's B.
Episode alert season.
That was
episode 8.
was when we live.
B.
That was when when we were recording the Eagles lost to the
It's a
Commanders.
good
Oh, and we did the
episode.
breaking news,
B.
and I
We
had the
did
breaking
breaking
news.
news.
No,
I had the
Charlie,
breaking
no,
news
that is not
animation.
what this was, because this was in week 4 of this. We
thought
were
it
talking
was,
about
really?
week 4,
What was
and
the
the Eagles
upset
were
like then?
undefeated a lot longer
What was
than
the upset?
that.
What was the
than-
upset then?
I don't remember what it was. Was it?
I definitely named this one.
Yeah. What big NFL games might have happened in week 4?
I'm pulling up the outline.
Yeah.
Was this when the Packers started their like horrendous losing streak?
It may have been. I think.
I'm
Oh no,
gonna
no,
say-
it was the Bills. I think, or was it? Or maybe the Chiefs got upset that week.
Yes, that was when the Chiefs lost
I think
to.
that-
No, that was week 3 when they lost to the Colts.
But I think they lost 2 straight weeks. Or was it the Bills? It was one of those teams. I
the
think.
Bills lost to the Dolphins, but I don't know.
It's difficult.
Yeah, it is difficult.
I think it's. I
think
think
C
okay.
tier.
I think C probably, Morris.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. I think. Let me see what was sports.
Up next we have.
Trump also had the classified documents and was sued for fraud.
All right.
Oh,
so
yes,
up
it
next we
was.
have season 1, episode 19, Bad Candidate. I think that's when we were talking about.
Yeah, and
Oh, was that Oz?
That was
yeah,
Oz.
This was
Yeah,
right after
Dr.
we had
Oz.
also come back from a long break. We had 2 straight.
But I think that
weeks
was
with
good.
no episodes. We
I think
talked
that
a bit
was-
about climate change and anti-Semitism. As
Ooh,
Kanye West
anti-Semitism.
started having
Kanye.
issues.
Ooh, Kanye.
But I think that was a good episode.
I
That
think
was a good episode.
I think it was overall
B.
a good episode. Yes.
Yeah, I give it B.
Yeah.
All right. Episode 20. Wow. We're now.
It was October 26th when this
Pure
one got
unfiltered
released.
chaos.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah, this was interesting. We talked about the new UK Prime Minister who
Lasted less time.
Mm-hmm. Actually, which
let us-
when was Truss appointed?
I think
That was September, right?
Yeah,
And then
that was Truss. This was Truss.
So we talked about that. We talked about Bannon getting thrown in jail. Kanye West. Charlie, if you remember, this week we talked about the House Progressive Caucus doing something really stupid in regards to Ukraine.
Yep.
I think
A?
I think it's B. I think it's B.
B.
I give it B.
Yeah.
Okay. 20 season. Episode 21.
Wild ride.
A wild,
A wild ride.
Man, what was that
This
episode?
was right before the election. We were talking about Paul Pelosi.
Oh, right.
I think that's probably A.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that was
probably.
A.
Charlie, what was the week where you went in on Aaron Rodgers. What episode was that? was that episode 21? Was it episode 20?
So
I don't know. I think it was episode 23, and we are not clipping that.
So anyway-
I'll just say that we are not gonna clip that statement of yours.
season 1.
Of what?
I want to. That would equal me and the milk joke that I made, but
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What statement of mine?
Anyway,
Calculator.
moving on. Season 1, episode 22. It's finally happening.
The title is awful.
That was
Title
awful.
was
This was
not
this
good.
was this was
That was
posted
the-
the day of the election.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about daylight savings time as well.
All
So
right.
we
B.
got to boo the Astros for
Oh, yeah.
winning the World Series.
B.
B.
I think it was B or maybe an A. It's close.
it's close. I'm
It's
giving it a B
close.
though.
It's
All
close,
right.
but not A.
Let's talk results. This episode.
That was the
next one.
election
Yes.
episode. Was that the election special we did?
No, we didn't. The special
I
was
remember
a preview.
that one.
This was a recap, and I don't think it was
A.
that great.
Yeah.
I don't think it was that great
I think it's
because
a B.
we only ended up actually talking about election results for like 3 minutes,
Yeah.
and there was so much more that we could have said. So
Yeah,
I think it
that
was.
was way
I think
too
it
much of a
might have.
sports-heavy
I think it
episode.
C.
might have been C or maybe F.
C.
even.
I'd give it F.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd give it F. It missed the point of
But
the
the
episode.
quality
It
of
missed-
the actual episode.
It
Yeah, but
absolutely missed the
missed
point.
it missed the entire point.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Episode 24, season 1, on the brink of destruction.
What was that one
This was about Twitter.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
This
Okay.
was when Musk bought Twitter.
I think this is an A
Based
because
on
I
title, I'll give it
remember.
an A. Based on content, I'll give it a B.
this was the first title I did that was really good, actually.
I think the
It
content
only
was
took
good.
24 attempts, man.
No, I think
Actually, maybe a Wild Ride was also mine. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Although I did name the specials. and
You
those
are
were-
not helping your case, Morris.
Mars, you are not.
Alright, I would give this one.
A B.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd give it a B.
All right.
Alright, what's next?
This was the sports only episode. Enough with the
This-
politics. It was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
F.
F.
I've got to find it first.
Enough with the
I
politics.
don't like the fact that if you look at our results, they're steadily getting worse.
Well,
No, they're not.
No.
Really.
we went
just
from
took 4 weeks.
normally a C to normally a B.
Yeah, but now we're getting more Fs.
All right. Season 1,
One more.
episode 26, running in circles.
No, that was
That was about.
This was Kanye West.
That was Kanye.
This was Trump's comments
No,
on
I think that was a
suspending the
good one.
Constitution.
Oh my
Alex
God, no,
Jones
not
filed-
No,
Suspending
it's a
the
good one. It's
Alex
a good
Jones
Hey,
filed for
hang on,
bankruptcy.
This
think it's
was
A.
this was the first episode in
This-
December.
Yes, this was the
Right.
very
This
first
was a
episode
good
in
one, though.
December. We were
I
talking
listened to
about
this one.
the World Cup.
I think A.
I think
B.
A.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Some
so.
coups almost happened. Episode 27,
Okay,
season
it's
1.
not a good name.
Yeah, the
That's
title.
bad. That's we were talking about Germany
Oh,
And
weren't we
Peru.
talking?
And Peru.
and Peru.
Oh, right. Wait, when did we talk about
That was
January 6th?
January 6th was on.
Was
a
that the
special
one
episode.
where we got the question from somebody?
I might have been.
I don't think so.
No, that was later. That was
That was-
later.
that was-
I think
Was that
in
season 2?
That was in
It
season
might
2.
have been
Oh.
season 2. it
By the
talked
way,
about-
make sure to subscribe and ask us questions on our website.
Morris,
Yeah.
you're supposed to plug it at the end.
Well, no, and in the middle. And just plug it whenever.
Anything
We
will
talked
help.
about Grant Wall's death at the World Cup.
Alright, yes, you're right. We
B.
did, and we talked about
B.
the controversy of it
Oh.
being in Qatar.
Okay, and we're at the end of season 1, episode 28, a year in review.
This was a good episode.
This
It
was a
was.
great episode.
This was great, and this was also
S tier.
really scuffed because I was in
Uh,
I was in North Carolina when we recorded that.
Okay, but I
so
don't.
it was, I believe, for me,
A or
local
S?
time, it was like 110.
I think you're right. I think it's an S. I think A, and
I think-
I petition for S.
I do too.
I disagree. I think it's super high A. I don't think it's quite there.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
do
know.
you think? Do you think
I
it's
don't
an
think
A?
so.
I think it's an A.
I
It's
really
not-
want to say S.
So
I think 2 people say S. I think that's S.
No, that's
we never
not how
said-
it
we-
is.
we
yeah.
are-
it has to be a
Everybody
majority,
has
so-
to agree.
All right. Okay.
All
it's
right,
an A.
so
It is the closest episode so far, but it's not quite.
all right, after
Alright.
so that happened, and a couple weeks later, we came out with season 2, episode 1. We're back. What did we miss? I think that was a pretty good name.
Yeah,
Good
it
name.
was.
What did we talk
it was
about?
okay.
We talked about a lot. We talked about
Sort of homage to the first
the
episode.
absolute catastrophe that was the Kevin McCarthy's election to the speakership.
And January 6th.
Oh, yeah,
we
right.
we talked about Andrew Tate getting arrested, which was fun.
And
that's
January 6th.
true.
I gotta say, it was really.
and we talked about George Santos. This was the first time we
Oh, this
talked
was a
about
good
George
episode.
Santos. So this was a monumental moment.
Oh,
for
this
us.
was actually a good
I
episode.
think that this
yeah.
was an A.
I think
And
I
maybe
remember.
This might have been an S.
I think I was there when
I
we
think-
recorded this one.
Yeah, I think this is an S.
Morris. Zach?
Yeah, I would say fine.
Yeah,
I agree
first
because
S.
I remember the
It only
first
took us
time we
an
talked.
entire season.
No, because I remember the first time we talked about George Santos.
It was,
All right,
it was,
let's
yeah,
go
it was
season
good.
2,
That was good.
episode 2.
And the speaker is.
And the
I mean,
speaker
that is
is.
a
It
good
took us an
title.
yeah. We
week.
talked about.
Yeah.
By the way, the other one we talked about Greta Thunberg with the small dick energy at
Yes.
.com.
Yeah, it was good.
So wait, episode
the
2.
Speaker was the main story there. It is B. I don't think it was.
Yeah,
amazing.
I'll give it B, maybe even
I think it was.
C.
Wait
I think
for
it was
Mr.
a
Trumpet
longer episode also.
It was
unless I'm-
really
It was
long.
It was
38
really. It was too long.
It was
See.
38
I gotta
minutes.
say, it's really weird.
That's B.
Looking at the history of our podcast, I feel like the first 5 episodes of season 2 are super forgettable.
Why?
What about we have one in S tier from there?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's the first one. I just feel like season 2, episode 2 and 3 and 4 just really blend together.
well,
Well,
let's
the
say
other thing
episode-
with season
They
2.
were a while ago.
Well, the other thing with the first
I mean,
episode of season
these
2
were
is we
all a
came out
while
with the
ago.
new intro.
We did come
We
out.
did.
We
So
made
that
a
was
lot
also
of
good.
changes to the podcast.
We had a lot of changes in one
and
episode,
And
we
the site,
revamped After
I
Hours
think,
and
too,
CNC
We did some
Talks
refreshes
5
on the
died.
site.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
which should come back. And since then, we got a lot more after. So.
This summer we'll probably bring that back.
Yes,
I think
Bring
we
what?
should.
I say probably because I don't know.
We should bring it back though because
It's not Charlie's decision.
we should bring it back though. You should bring it back because we'll have less episodes of the summer, just inherently.
That is probably
Yeah,
true.
it is.
All right.
All right, episode 3: Changes and Similarities. Not great title.
Not
No,
great.
it was
title.
a rather short episode.
See,
We were
That was
talking-
the
I say
that was
more
like a-
docu-
that
more
was like
doc-
17
documents
minutes. That was
this-
a super short one.
Charlie, this was documents at Biden's house.
B.
This was the leopard that escaped from the Dallas Zoo. And we got to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, that was
fun.
funny,
I think it was
actually.
B. I think it's B.
B,
Yeah,
okay.
B.
C.
We have as many B's
B,
as
I
C's
say
now.
B.
That's good.
That's kind of great.
Nice.
All right, episode 4, if I can find it. That would.
There's never a dull moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
Late January of this year.
This was a
2020.
dull moment though. Like this episode was kind of dull.
It was long. We talked more about Santos.
Wasn't this the episode that we went nuts on sports for like a really long time?
It might have. This was. We
C,
talked about the
F, just based on the length.
It was
No.
it was super long, and wasn't that the one where we talked about NFL for like at least a third?
we
of
talked about the
runtime?
divisional weekend of the NFL playoffs.
Yes, we talked for I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure about a third of the episode.
It's a low C, maybe an F.
I'm gonna give
F.
it an F.
I don't think it's an. I think it's a C.
What do you think? Do you think C or F? Zach?
I don't
You're
think
the
it was. I
tiebreaker.
don't think it was bad. I just don't think it was anything special, and I
It
think
was
that
just
warrants
really
a C.
boring.
It was too long. That's what made it bad. It wouldn't have been bad if it was shorter. It was just
And
too long.
by the way, in
Yeah.
a few weeks we will be doing an after hours ranking as well. That might just be me and Morris, but
It
oh,
probably
Zach,
And-
Zach,
and
Zach
me.
has to be on there.
and Zach
me.
has to
I
be
probably
And
will.
Drake.
and Drake.
We'll
Which
see.
sadly
will be
Drake is
difficult.
not here right now.
Drake is not here.
He could not make it.
All right.
Are we on 5 or 6 now?
That was 4.
That was 4.
5 is
And the cards fall.
And the cards fall.
I remember
Santos
talking
resigned
about
his committee assignments.
Wait, was this
the murder of Tyree Nichols was our lead story. I think that
was
that
this
was
the
a good
documents?
episode.
Was this when documents were
No, that
found
was
in
Tyree
Maryland?
Nichols.
Yes, we did talk about documents with
Oh,
Pence.
drone
with
strike on
Pence
Iran.
this week. We talked
There's
about.
When was the
Wait.
when were
No,
the
this
documents?
was a good one. This was a good one.
This was a good episode.
A,
There was-
B.
Solid one. I'll give it a B.
I think it was an A.
A.
Charlie,
I think
this
A.
was the episode also where we talked about the MLB The Show cover.
Oh, yeah.
It's an A.
All right. Season 2, episode 6, A Predictable Mess.
Which one was that?
That was when I did,
This
by
was
the
with
way.
the spy
Every time.
balloon.
That was-
Tom Brady.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was a,
Tom
okay,
Brady
that might have
retired.
to be an S because of the spy balloon. That
Yeah,
was
the
really
spy
fun.
balloon.
It was a
was
really
funny.
short episode though. I don't.
S.
Actually, no.
We
he's-
previewed-
A.
That's fair. It was really short.
It was
It was.
A.
I'll give it an A.
A.
Because it's too short.
But you
A.
still only have one S, by the
We
way.
do, well, don't worry, we'll have more.
All right.
Will we?
I mean, we released a couple of really good episodes.
We're gonna have to do a part. We're gonna have to do a
Yeah.
part 2 on this
Okay.
at some point in the future.
Yes.
The title of the next one is not great.
So We talked about
That feels like, that
the
feels
Super
like
Bowl.
a
We
title
talked
that
about.
you make at 11:59
Yeah.
when you have to turn something in.
We
That's
talked-
what I did.
I
We
knew it.
talked about the Super Bowl. We talked about the State of the Union address. I think
B.
it's A or B.
B.
Charlie.
B.
B. Okay.
Episode 8, The Walls Are Closing in. C.
Yeah, that's just like a really bland episode in my opinion.
Was it? What did we talked about?
I don't remember anything about it. And it was pretty recently.
Text between Fox anchors, Tucker Carlson's with the January
No,
6th
I think it's-
footage.
No, that's important
This
news.
was kind of an yeah.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
B.
Okay, but we don't.
B.
don't judge it on what topics we did
Right,
discuss.
right.
It's how well we discussed them.
I don't think-
I'm
But
just
I
saying
re- I
this
usually-
as a refresher for both us
Right.
and for our viewers.
Yeah,
But I
can
usually
see-
don't remember the episode. I usually remember us talking about a
Yeah.
specific.
No,
I'm gonna
exactly.
give it, I'll give
You
it a
and
C.
Charlie talking
Yeah,
about
I'm
a
saying,
specific
C,
topic.
close to B, but C.
We,
Sure.
we-
Yeah.
we do
Sure.
have to wrap up soon, so let's just finish this up quickly. I'm gonna go rapid fire now. Colin, you can give like a 30-second refresher if needed.
Yep.
Season 2, episode 10, Rise of Fascism.
That just
I
sounds
think
like a
you skipped
grammatical
one,
error.
Morris. I think you skipped Let the Madness Begin.
I did.
It's right
Let
there.
the madness begin.
Yeah, this was beginning of March Madness.
This was a good episode.
C-Pack, it was a. It was A. It was
Yeah,
not.
that's A tier.
10, episode 10, Rise of
As
Fascism.
I said, title sounds like a grammatical error.
It doesn't.
It sounds weird.
It does
It's
not.
I think I
We
named
talked
that
about
one.
Silicon
It's
Valley
right.
Bank. Looked back on 3 years of COVID.
Sounds weird in my opinion.
B.
I'll give it a B.
I think it was an A. It was
I don't
a
know.
pretty
No, I feel like
busy
you're
episode.
overhyping
I will say our A is
What did we
catching on
talk
B.
about? What did we talk about?
Silicon Valley Bank.
I
3
got-
years
Oh,
since,
yeah.
3 years since
Right.
COVID.
No, that was good because you guys
The
were
new,
talking
the new
about.
law
No, that was
attempting to
that's
get rid of
no,
funny
that's B.
ballots.
That's B.
It needs to be B.
No, I think it's
Next episode.
I,
Bars Underground, episode 11.
Ooh, this was the first one I named.
This
Yeah.
was.
S.
It was
No.
okay. It was not S.
No.
It was
C
talked
or
about
B?
C.
Putin's indictment.
Yeah, I feel like that was C,
C.
because I feel like we kind of missed the point. We talked about Trump's indictment for like 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Alright, Mr. Trump, you're fired. Episode
This,
12.
we talked about. This
Great
was
name.
the episode about Trump's indictment
This was a
and
great
arrest.
episode.
yeah, it was.
S.
This was. I think this is an S
S.
tier, and this
And
is our
an
best
S
episode
because
by far.
This might be our best episode.
Yes.
Alright, so that leads us to episode 13, Tell It to the House.
This one was good.
A.
This was Tennessee.
Also good, yeah.
This was Tennessee. I'd give it an A.
Our most recent episodes have been really good.
They have been. They
Season-
have been.
I would give it an A.
Yeah. I think it
Episode
was
4,
an A.
Layoffs and Playoffs.
It's a good
An
name.
S.
That was a good
S,
name
'cause
by
that was a
Kelly.
great episode.
That was
Was it?
that was
That
a,
was Tucker Carlson getting fired, Don Lemon, SpaceX.
Yes.
Oh
was a
yeah,
very-
yeah.
Alright.
That was a great
S.
episode.
Episode
alright.
15.
It's
It's,
alright.
our anniversary.
F.
Was that a good episode?
that was a
I
horrible
didn't
episode.
see
It was
that
an
one.
okay episode. I would say C.
It was
Yeah,
C, sure.
C.
Okay.
16, episode 16, Here We Go Again. B.
I'd give it C.
I remember that was a B. Solid B.
No, this was a good episode. This was not a great episode. This was
Yeah,
a good episode.
I'd say B.
We were like,
This was a long episode.
Yeah.
Okay, B.
episode
B.
and finally, episode 17, Just Your Average Week in the United States.
I feel like this
Probably
might be
our
another
I
S.
think
Longest
I think it's
title.
an A.
I think it might be another
S.
S.
I
think it's
actually,
S.
Why?
yeah, I think this was a good episode.
Why?
We're talking about Santos' indictment, sexual assault lawsuit against Giuliani, and the one against Trump.
Okay.
A whole bunch.
S.
S tier.
I
That's
still
S.
have to
and,
listen to that.
so-
one.
and sorry, Morris. We were releasing this ranking on Monday, correct?
I believe so.
On Monday. So on Wednesday, no normal episode this week. We're gonna instead be talking about 1 year since the Uvalde mass shooting. So make sure that you stay tuned for that.
And we
And
may
we're
or may
gonna
not have a
an
special
absolute
guest.
disaster of an episode later this week as well, because our editors are going to be replacing me and Colin.
And
for
that
a week.
might be in a couple weeks.
That might be either this
in a
week-
couple
next week
weeks.
or a couple weeks from
Make
now.
sure that you subscribe wherever you're listening to this so that you can listen to that episode when it comes out. Thanks for listening. Also, make sure to follow us on Twitter at C&C Talks Podcast. Our website's cctalks.net, and you can call us with questions, 360-389-2630. Again, that's 360-389-2630. For our entire team, including Drake, who's not here.
I'm
Colin.
Morris.
Morris.
I'm Zach.
And I'm Charlie.
I'm Colin. Thanks for listening. See you Wednesday.
Bye, everyone.